Hey my dudes, how's it hanging? It's your boy ZNF1 here. So today I thought I'd talk to you guys a bit about how the big conglomerates or large pharmaceutical companies that are creating the COVID-19 vaccines are involved with the fueling of the opioid epidemic, which has plagued America for the past 10 to 20 years. But before we get into that though, cue intro. All right, so a little bit before the pandemic hit at the end of 2019, the company Johnson and Johnson was involved in a huge court case with the state of Oklahoma, and they were demanded to pay $572 million for them fueling the opioid epidemic. And this company denied having any involvement with it at all, which is natural for a large company like that, and they really weren't the only ones. There's several other ones that were also involved in this, and they also denied this because they didn't want to get their public image ruined. But Purdue Pharma themselves actually intentionally misled doctors to prescribe these pills to patients that they had, despite the fact that they are already questioning it and they were kind of uncomfortable with it. Not only that, they also pushed their sales reps to get these highly addictive substances into the hands of vulnerable people. So, veterans, addicts, seniors, etc., etc. You could name it, like, they probably pushed it into their hands. But, like, I know for sure that they were putting it in the hands of seniors and veterans, which is extremely messed up and not right at all. But they had executives that acknowledged the fact that the substance that they were pushing was more highly addictive than what they were telling people. Now, these were FDA approved, which kind of shows the systematic corruption that plagues the country currently. And, like, these conglomerate companies or the big pharmaceutical companies, they help to fund the FDA. So it kind of shows you how messed up things are to some degree. In all honesty, if this is the case and they're able to, sit here and like just pay stuff off, really, how can we trust companies like these? Or why should we trust companies like these that have sat here and intentionally misled the public, not only but also doctors as well too, to give these highly addictive substances to people in general, or just people that are extremely vulnerable? Like, what does that show about the integrity of these companies? It really doesn't show anything too good now, does it? Now, these companies are being portrayed as saviors of a global pandemic. What they're trying to do here by making these vaccines is they're attempting to erase the image of killing over 400,000 plus people by pushing highly addictive substances to those that are vulnerable. And they're trying to get rid of that sort of image from the public. This company also gave luxurious / extravagant vacations to the sales reps and people that push these drugs for them. In addition to these public court findings / verdicts, at least 30 states had reported that the overdose death toll had risen in the past year due to this pandemic bullshit that's going on. 6 of these conglomerates hoping to make vaccines saw a combined profit revenue of $266 billion in the last year, with profits of $46 billion. Now, according to OpenDemocracy.com, for many of the corporations researching these vaccines, the virus has created an opportunity which cannot only be measured in soaring share price or anticipated profits. Rather, they're looking to the virus to rejuvenate the public image of this most unloved of business sectors. Many commentators have looked at the work of these big companies in 2020 and concluded that whatever the problems with big pharma, they have, in quotes, delivered the goods. Now, these companies, which were involved with such nefarious activities, are being given the title of solving a pandemic. Like, that's extremely fucked up, isn't it? And this kind of raises the question, what sort of conduct are they really going to have in this situation? Is it going to be the same as what happened with the opioid epidemic? Or what? Like, this would be the exact reason why me and many others question the practices of big pharma and company. Like, we don't trust the industry and the system for reasons like this. These people don't really give too much of a shit about other human beings or helping people. They care about money. They don't give two shits. All they want is their fucking fat dough, and that's it. For one company, and that's for profit. Which this shows here that, like, there's a huge lack of efficaciousness or mentioning of, like, the medical section of the vaccination program. It's extremely fucked up, and shit just went straight from being open straight into the pocket of big pharma. This is kind of focusing on the adamantine philosophy of these corporations. Now, all this happens despite, what's being proven in these public court cases. And according to CBS News, they also, in January, reported companies like AbbVie, Bristol Myers Squibb, GlaxoSmithKline, and Pfizer, along with other major medical companies, are raising their prices by a median 4.6%, according to the analysis from 46 Brooklyn. And that's a total of over 500 drugs will cost more this year. And that in itself is, like, extremely messed up, because if you think about it, that's actually quite a big fucking increase. And lots of these medicines are life-saving medications like insulin, epilepsy drugs, etc., etc. Things that, like, either save people or are really quality of life medications that genuinely are supposed to help people. And it's extremely messed up considering the fact that prices on medicine is still rising, considering the fact we just had an economic crash. Like, how the fucking hell does that make sense? Now, on the other hand, though, in case I'm being hypocritical, Johnson & Johnson does advertise, quality of life things that help people. And, like, help with life problems like acne, babies, children getting hurt, etc., etc., And, however, the reason why they keep pushing these ads currently is to create a diversion of, like, your attention and your money away from the terrible acts that they have committed in the past 10 years back towards their products and essentially back into their wallets. Now, this is again to erase the effort or, like, the connection that they have to the opioid crisis, which has been fucking happening for over a decade now. Isn't this kind of really messed up? Alright. So just in case, I'm being hypocritical or biased, let's play a commercial on behalf of Johnson & Johnson.
When you're the oldest baby company in the world, you learn something important. Babies grow up. They fall down. They have fevers. They break bones. Some develop acne. Allergies. And nearsightedness. They need to be stitched up.
Johnson & Johnson's there for you in your worst times. And Heck, we'll even sit here and promote you, highly addictive substances to help with your problems. Alright, so that's all from me today, you guys. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video very much, and if you did, please don't forget to, share, like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to me whenever you guys do, and helps to show me what all you guys are enjoying, and what all you guys are liking that I'm putting out there for you. Now, if you guys would like me to do topics on something else, feel free to leave a comment down below on it. And, as usual, feel free to catch me on stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I do, have my schedule in my bio section. And with that being said, I do hope that you guys have a good rest of the day. And as usual, please don't forget to live long and prosper and take care and peace with you. See ya.